We've recently received complaints. Well, one complaint that we've been rather neglectful of Poland in our video on the national heroes of Europe. In order to make up for our gross mistake, our editorial staff has authorized us, almost in jest, to release a video dedicated to... welcome back to History and Mythology, where today we'll be going over the national heroes of Poland as part of our National Heroes series. As there seems to be no concrete, unanimously agreed upon representative of the Polish nation, we have taken the liberty to include several, including everyone's favorite. Tadeusz Kościuszko was a Polish military engineer and freedom fighter, renowned for his dedication to liberty and equality. Born in 1746 and later educated in France, he embraced Enlightenment ideals that seemingly guided his actions throughout the rest of his life. He led the Kosciuszko uprising in 1794, an attempt to resist the partitions of Poland and reclaim national independence, which ultimately failed. If you can believe it, Kosciuszko then became a key figure in the Revolutionary War in America, designing fortifications at West Point and fighting for the colonial cause. In 1783, in recognition of his service, the Continental Congress promoted him to Brigadier General. His commitment to justice extends beyond borders. He advocated for the abolition of slavery and sought education for marginalized groups through his estate. However, after his death in 1817, the execution of his testament later proved too difficult, and the funds were never used for the purpose he intended. His efforts would be continued by Józef Piłsudski, a pivotal figure in Poland's struggle for independence. Pilsudski led the Polish legions during World War I, which helped lay the groundwork for Poland's re-emergence as a sovereign nation in 1918, after 123 years of foreign partition. As a statesman, his leadership during the Battle of Warsaw in 1920, known as the Miracle on the Vistula, secured Poland's borders and stopped the advance of the Soviet forces into Europe. He focused on military and foreign affairs until his death in 1935, developing a cult of personality that has survived into the 21st century. Although some aspects of Pilsudski's administration, such as imprisoning his political opponents, are seen as controversial, he is still revered as the father of modern Poland and remembered for his resolve and determination in shaping the nation's future. To our surprise, we found that Tadeusz Kościuszko wasn't the only Pole involved in the American Revolutionary War. Kazimierz Pułaski was another nobleman and military commander who fought for the freedom of Poland and later in the American Revolutionary War. After participating in the Bar Confederation's resistance against Russian dominance, he sought exile in France and eventually joined the fight for American independence. Unlike Kosciuszko's engineering efforts, he is known as the father of American cavalry. He transformed the Continental Army's mounted forces into a formidable unit. Pulaski is remembered for his bravery, including saving George Washington during the Battle of Brandywine. He died from wounds sustained in the Siege of Savannah, cementing his dual legacy as a hero in both nations. Marie Curie was a pioneering scientist born in Warsaw and made groundbreaking discoveries in the field of radioactivity. She was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize and remains the only person awarded Nobel Prizes in 2 different sciences, in her case, physics and chemistry. Her discovery of the elements polonium, named obviously after Poland, and radium changed the course of science and medicine, particularly in cancer research. Though she conducted much of her work in France, she remained deeply connected to her Polish roots. Curie's relentless pursuit of knowledge and her groundbreaking achievements make her a lasting icon in both Poland and the rest of the world. Then we have Pope John Paul II, born Karol Wojtyła in Wadowice, was a spiritual leader whose influence extended far beyond the Catholic Church. He was elected Pope in 1978 and was the first non-Italian pontiff in over 4 centuries. His leadership inspired resistance against communism, particularly in his homeland of Poland, where his visits and messages of hope fueled the Solidarity movement. John Paul II was a champion of peace, human rights, and interfaith dialogue. Even after surviving an assassination attempt in 1981, he continued to promote forgiveness and unity. His enduring legacy is celebrated both as a spiritual figure and as a catalyst for political change. Then we have Lech Wałęsa, born 1943, emerging as a symbol of resistance during Poland's fight against communist rule. An electrician by trade, he became a leader of the Solidarity movement in the 1980s, organizing strikes at the Lenin shipyard in Gdańsk. His courage and leadership earned him the Nobel Peace Prize in 1983. Wałęsa played a crucial role in Poland's peaceful transition to democracy, which culminated in free elections in 1989. As the first democratically elected president of post-communist Poland, from 1990 to 1995, he navigated the nation through its transition to a market economy. While his career has faced controversies, Wałęsa remains a symbol of the power of collective action and resilience. And of course, last but not least, we have Geralt of Rivia. But I think you've heard about that before. Thanks for watching History and Mythology. We hope to see you all again soon. Stay tuned and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed our work.